university, there was this guy, Richard Adiaba. He was leaving. No, what Atlantic FM. I said, are you sure I can do it? He said, the final year. So I went to the station manager, Asan. Or can I say be? And that has always been my motivation. I fought for Andy Dosty to the extent that I resigned because of Andy Dosty.
Really?
Yes. Ghanaian radio industry, they are saying.
Asetena power with Akoto Mansa, and then you recorded from Romford. And my name is boss, Mr. Daniel Frimpong, a legend in the radio industry, and that Mato actually London na menene airborne komono. Ono abeka a lot of people we speak to on Asetena pass say Kwaku Frimpong na mami opportunity. Kwaku Frimpong na farm ejuma enti ene de Kwaku Frimpong no a ba betwetwe enkomo. So Frimpong, Mr. Daniel Kwaku Frimpong.
Edi no boni nyina to ase.
So bi na pacho what to say.
Na me yadu mu ha de obede.
Me beyi be see me uncle.
Ubegya to mu say amamre ne amane sabe ye wo enkwa ane owo se ne si etie na se wohwe akamfo amamre titru asantefo amamre obi wu a ye hye no yana se ye bibi de hye no nso se nipa na fiu ye wu nipa nso so a ye bibi de hye nso se ne sitie sabri eya rehobre na nso ye bre a me gidi ye se ewo se ye pe ebre etetena na yesua de ebi se wohwe o my Ghana mu a se no bibia atu afuntum obia feel say na wasa me no say na wasa me no sabe obia efa ne mobile phone na ne camera na o ka de ope na o kaseti amamre bi o kaseti anipa bi nhyehyɛ a was ye diso na ebinum ebu so efi so feel say or the freedom. But your freedom ends when mine begins. Inti samimi identity and ne say sabri ya bricha bo na was obia etetna na yetimi ekra yena na hima ichia was obia timi epe na usua de wom na koye say we see and say ne yetimi ekrichire anase yetimi mpo achichire de ato ho say ena santiama mretie say na nipa kuwi o mama mretie and no never boy am you say we have an identity. I believe say in disaster and in tragedy there's a lot to learn.
Yeah. And I wouldn't say fortunately about 8 years ago we had the opportunity, not a privileged one, say na naifia could be a free mono enti yenya kwanya no ehunu said ye train and sane ya bo amane ye bo amane wie a said ye na wotwede die ye na wotwede die na chi said ye nhyehyeye epre ohema akrabre no wie a sane ya penesia na emu asane ya ye enti yenya opportunity esu ya sade ni nyina but said they wo kan say social media ufa phone na de esi wani na bia wugina bia sem bia besi wutiri bia
regosa wakto eduruma bia sabe me kana obrase mu se ye penifo kire ye no akoye se etotwe
almost say eno etwem
intimi ntwamu sa if you say Odman kuma ba de no oboyen se ye nipa wamayin tumi se ye ni niema nyina so enso wan kanche ye se yense no se yentrim na montrim na monnore wo shira na Abraham no ɔka sɛ wasefoɔ ɛbɛyɛ bebree te sɛ mpoano anwea nso wanka sɛ wɔn mo nti sɛ ɔdoma nkoma no a ɔno bɔɔ yɛn no ɔwɔ ways of making our culture or even his culture dynamic. I didn't know what saying it. There's no point. It doesn't make sense. Me came in him say it would ruffle some feathers.
Yeah.
But I'll say it. We are rather destroying our culture because we think we know too much. And why? And was said more as I say more opportunity now. More hear the right things, you know. More lead a campaign. And maybe I'll give you now a job to do. You lead a campaign to transform people and let them know that responsibility is the key.
I get it. One member of my team told me, say, revenue on YouTube near the end. Edwin, do a coffee boss said, you see, your whole professional near the end. Obi can't be or now shall so the pacroni near no be na no near the now me free near the end, and they ever brew. Say a percent in his thinking, say a percent. Asetena with Akoto Mansa on YouTube. A corner nim near revenue, dear. I will see a man crowford who quiet no good crowford who film. Now when near to baby, any day, and near ma a year unprofessional because it will get us revenue, because it will shoot up your subscription, any viewership. But I think that we say we, Nanny Papobia will sue no your judgment here. And now say, what channel no, you're striking it down. What do you gain?
Akoto, people see correct things and they buy into them, even though it takes time. Sensationalism, but my word you use word debate responsibility.
Yeah.
Metimi asori ehuru bi sene me pebia. I can do it in a very nice way.
Yeah.
In a very ethical way. That's the word. Ethical way.
Emma unye insensitive.
Ni nyina true no. There are corporate bodies that understand that there is serenity in the system, and they will look for you. Opa and there the 3rd Sunday of August 2025 for market down say keep your serenity, keep your responsibility, be ethical and professional. You can add some sensationalism, it's fine, but keep within the ethics. The kind of sponsorship you will get. Same time next year you'll meet me, you'll tell me you said it.
Okay, amen. Brother Niashenko. Okay, so Asetena
you were a gentleman on TV in South Africa, Ramsey Noah.
Okay, not the actor.
No. I think I mixed up the name, but he does a lot of political shows.
Okay.
And he picks up politicians, even including Trump, a very good friend. He criticizes them, but he does that in a very ethical, professional way. And his TV show has a lot of millions of people who view every now and then. Even in classrooms, in the universities, people use his content to teach.
Okay.
He adds a lot of sensationalism.
Yeah.
But he doesn't go off. Because at the end of the day, if he is sued, we'll be the Niger training our Robert tools Ghana, unfortunately, me sue for defamation damages, major 1 million cedis.
Yeah, what they to pay. Nana
say or Nana Mr. Kabi Mami. Those things will go past. And at the end of the day, the standards will stay. Intimate so. My Asetena any standard then set it. Many animal more team no more. Don't give up.
Yeah,
It will take a long time. It will take a long time, but you will get there. But
Yeah,
that's
try.
it. That's it.
Mr. Kwaku Owusu Frimpong. Me pacho yepesi ehu abakosem. Ye wo he wunyini wen. Ye ba de abe ye de na journalism ba mu. If you would remember talent who discover how were you able to harness some talent, any idea? But let's begin with baby baby free.
You were me the 3rd of March, 54 years ago. Me free Riamwase. I'm going to Riamwase. Me papa na free Antwerp.
Okay.
Me a teacher for ba.
Oh my, no papa yina.
Me papa a educationist from Mofrabre Mukosi, so be assistant director of education.
Okay. In
charge of distribution and stationery in the Ashanti region before he passed 25 years ago. Me mami, amasewa, and so ye teacher ni, ono so achadi a bisi sabri a make say and I'm no kase crowd as such a made. Me call State Experimental Primary School. If you and Kopoko School, the only
experimental, not much wine top and now
white shirt.
Okay, white shirt.
It's a white shirt, Nikaki.
Okay, I'm saying not share wine.
And my check crown and as before, yeah. I manage a check either green, red,
yeah.
And Kopoko School. In fact, the only school in the Ashanti region. Because it's the only school that has a primary school, it has a nursery, it has a senior high, and very soon university.
In fact, it's Monicus, you were IJ, a free kindergarten, a kusi.
But when you're secondary school, when you're school.
Why am I interrupted? Me Pacho.
Mieka Opoku School. It's the only school in the Ashanti region. The rest are secondary schools
and
colleges and academies. So Obi be challenging.
Obi a challenge.
That it's a fact. The school near Santasi. Me free hona me call University of Cape Coast.
Okay.
And
who could say there?
Me pursue educational psychology as my major and a diploma in economics.
Okay.
I'm saying Ghana, you know, my core schools, State Experimental Pukwe and UCC, excuse me a second. Into me, I'm a master.
I said the OCA, no papa, educationist, name transfer.
No, not really, interestingly.
Okay.
Because me, war in Shayaso.
I won't drink
Shayaso. Okay. Now me take Grishing Quanta. Obi onim in Shayaso be me come Grishing Quanta over there. Me education in na me papa a director of education on the Ashanti region. So ye wo me no I call the transfers in every.
Okay.
Na me ma me so ochade wade baba. Those times na LA primary.
Okay.
Local authority in the Metropolitan Authority. Ofri Ademra and Oko share idea war Fanchibra Primary School, no Kwakede School. From there and Oko manage Adventist Preparatory Ewo Amakum and Sano Oko retirement. Interestingly, many a man nominate teacher for.
Okay. I know Auntie Mavis.
And interestingly, the desk and the portfolio Auntie Mavis, it was the same thing my father handled before he died.
Oh.
It was so strange. When they gave her that post, I was like, because that was exactly what he was doing. And interestingly, she does it so very well. Said it makes me miss my father when he would sit in an articulated truck, go to Accra, pick stationery from Accra, and come and distribute to the whole of Ashanti region. And that's what Mavis does.
It runs in the family then.
As a mom.
Okay. From Cape Coast.
The media no more. From Opokuari, I was an athlete.
Now you're the Utumika.
Yeah. Okay. My compatriots are Amuzu, Boniface Amuzu, Opegasti, Eric Kansa, and those guys. Now, you call national games, mobile athletics.
Okay.
So Bekaya. Inti, emu hona no maybe Opokuari from me call into athletics from CESFOR to University Namtoa, so I was part of the alcohol athletics team. Inti, you call mobile games. And we were camping in Cape Coast. I feel so na mako first year. Na kasa ni nyemu, me papa ye obia. His TV, he would listen to GBC News. His radio was always on BBC World Service. Into BBC World Service, or more schedule dear. Ni nyina gumitrim. Last week, we did go about the same thing. And I sang the sick tune of BBC World Service. It doesn't sound familiar. And on the hour, it's there. And my dad has his radio set on BBC. So I listen to BBC every day of my life. Every day of my life. And I said to myself, I can do this job.
This was at what age?
That was between 7 and 13.
Okay.
I can do this job. BSDNE. Now you were Adventist Youth Society. And now you might the opportunity as Pathfinder Club members to lead services from Nkwalemu to Mpenimfo service to lead that. And I had the privilege of Yamiadum. Table for Kakaka, Timikambro for Kakaka, you'd be up to me, Dimbro for Penny. And you're quiet. I would speak in English and somebody would translate in English. And see, Nipemu Kasano became something I liked because Kakana na mitimi yeno, ni aboma baso wa so is akola na nwate. Teacher ni ba mitimi de. And see, I'm like, I can do this. I can stand in the pulpit and preach. I can read the news as they do. What I see on TV, and indirectly, I think that my father was teaching me how to do that.
Okay.
And university, there was this guy, Richard Adiaba. He was leaving Atlantic FM. I'm quite sure I can do it. He's in the final year. So I went to the station manager, Asan. Or can I say and that has always been my motivation.
Because
so I can do it. Trust me, I can do it. So immediately Adiaba left, I went to him again and I said, I want that show. I want to have it. It was okay. You ever try it? And there was this guy, Patrick Japan, your friend Mighty, had a very good voice. And Mighty knew me. So Okache Asan said, let's give it to him. He can do it. Then they paired me with, she's now a professor in the States, Nana Finba.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She was the very first person I went on radio with. And we hosted Random Agenda.
Okay.
And that's that story. That's where it started. And this is me now.
Okay. And it started on the campus of University of Cape Coast.
Yeah.
And and what was your first radio experience apart from commercial radio?
Commercial radio. Okay. So we're on ATL FM. Then GBC decided to open regional FM stations.
Okay.
Because we had GAR and the Ashanti Regional one, where love is GCR. So the next one was Radio Central.
Okay.
Where were they going to get people? They needed locals to help with them. So they came to the university and said, more and more interested in bringing your application. So I sent my application there and I was interviewed. Then we were introduced to a word, radiogenic.
Okay.
Your voice should be radiogenic. You should be able to read and present at the same time. And glory to God. After the interviews, I was the first person who was put on Radio Central as a morning show host.
Wow. And you did that for how long? Oh yeah, for how long?
For 5 years.
For 5 years. Between which period and which period?
That was, remember the time when universities called strike, it's in a fever 3 years. All that period I was doing Radio Central.
Okay. Asetena with Akoto Mansa Sunye. My name is boss, Mr. Daniel Kwaku Owusu Frimpong. Ena ye twetwe nkomo na mekai will say my sponsors Ankara Homes, Kumasi's latest gated community. Ebusuafo a mo amanone wo Ghana baby bia wo bia. The best, most convenient way obetimi awoni efie. Obetimi aye home owner de obeto efie Ankara Homes. Ye wo IPT esu ye bo Kumasi. Ye ton 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom and a 5 bedroom townhouses. Ye ma bibia apart from o furniture bibia wo efie hodada. Ena compound no tiled and afi ye wo recreational center wo ho. Frey 053-021-7766 053-021-7766 and now 0244-606-500 net order flexible payment options. Sana Veronica and also best service apartment and the whole of Ashanti region. Into over vacation, over ye or seminar be an conference be organizer. Best place Veronica and ho and now beda mo asuma jo serene environment. Ye was spa, ye was salon, ye was gym, restaurant, bibia ma living comfortable ni luxurious no. Be Veronica 020-036-9876. Sada Unyama Media Consultant PR. Upo bia mana handle media relations job nyina. Offer 0244-606-500 ya. Ye beya ma raba queen. Ye queen chinkafa kama. Any all local dishes. Ope say yenye stew ni soup. Show fridge ne di nkakra ye occasion bi na wo ye na wo pese ye cater for queen any local dishes so no afre 0244-606-500. Angel Rock Mixture ma more high low libido be ma ontimi enye adwuma embo adwuma yie joint pains, rheumatism, loss of appetite. Angel Rock Mixture Ebeboa for 0244-719-230. And then the guest Romford, London. Mr. Daniel Kwaku Owusu Frimpong. And I'm in a twetwe nkomo no. Enti why Juma 5 years Cape Coast Central Radio Central.
Radio Central, yeah.
Okay. Na den na wo ba Kumasi ba.
Sadly, no, me papa retirement and
Okay.
na okranfie kwa nimu. So there was a time me ba fie because me go university.
Are you the only son? Okay.
Me brother Dimechi US
Okay.
or what I was saying DC.
Okay.
Na me ba fie. Na papa ye he is one person on Kasabebre. Na or choose also 2 4 straight to the point 1 2 3 4 near come commonery. And hardly did I get opportunity say me name papa it's say for this long. Me and Tanya. Me here be a no coca da me school fees. Me here we. So me by fee after some time. Universities in Yina Makwan have a fee. Quite a body, keep us higher. Divide of friend, Very interesting. Now, what you can go so away? I'm saying that me, when you say war, strike, but GBC, Afamia, me ye as a student and as a worker as well. Until me ye be big a crack, so be a meeting me there, bombing what I say. And he said something very profound. Sir, ye ne brave fee, but your man, you know, it was. That was the last conversation I had with my dad before he passed.
Wow. Tell about baby.
And when he passed, I was in Cape Coast, like, come on, what am I doing here? Papa, we can't same way. Me. And it was one very profound conversation on him and I. So I came to Kumasi. Now, many disappointments, so you're fine.
Otec,
appointments. I say, Bemana, brave ye. Berani radio no mommy. I'm okay. Okay. It's in Yesabia. Sabi, ubi pochi men wabe fasika mami. No.
It will first that you Otec, you know. Now when you're just a presenter.
No, I came to manage the radio. Also, Otec you were two departments, the technical and a radio. So I was the radio manager.
Okay.
Maybe two Mini Kwame Edinkra, maybe two Nana Poku, maybe two Billy Ocean, maybe two Flash, Abrewanana, Franny Okese.
Then yours should be around 99 2000.
Yes.
Okay.
And maybe no. Then I was given the team to run. And a young person, very vibrant, I've got my young guys around me. Then we decided to do it together. And my style has always been, let us do it because it's a team thing. Kwame was good. Nana Poku was always the marketing and the business person behind us. Abiwanana was a veteran and a pillar. Okesi was a veteran and a pillar. Flash was there. He was very supportive. And interestingly, I think apart from Nana Poku, I was the youngest. But we worked so quite well. Went through a lot of challenges. And I can say, radio surveys a year for listenership in the idea. The 3 years that I managed Otec FM, we were on top.
Oh, you managed Otec for just 3 years?
Just 3 years.
Hey, I thought you were there for about 10 years.
No.
Okay, so and the Dosty says Oman the first radio opportunity.
He calls me Papa.
Sibani,
I gave him the opportunity.
A lot of
with a lot of humility. As I said, it's a team thing. When I came in, I had experience in morning show, but Kwame was a better presenter at that time. So I said to Kwame, so we needed sports, which was becoming an in thing in Ashanti region. So we needed a strong sports team. Then people suggested, say, you will see by it's good. There were Gaba say. And there was another one. But he bought me a pair of football boots I have never thrown away. Unfortunately, I'm so free. No war, full slide.
Okay.
If you go Abraje.
If Akosia
go Abraje. Yes, I gave it the opportunity as well. So we formed a very strong team. Akosia we realized could do news and other things. We gave it the opportunity to be reading news, especially we created the economic news. Now in my finance news as part of the morning show and the rest of it. And me say I gave them the opportunity because they were stars in their own right. All they needed was somebody to say, go and do it. And have the faith in them to go and do it. And the Dosty said, the entire I fought for the Dosty to the extent that I resigned because of the Dosty.
Really?
Yes. Because Yamo is here.
What happened?
I won't tell you the whole story because it involves another very good friend of mine. So there was this person that Otec wanted to poach.
Okay.
And the person was demanding a car.
Mm.
And at that time, because I'm sorry, and Dosty said he needed a TV set.
All he needed was
a TV set. Yento TV set around the Dosty, yes, baby. Yakoto another presenter to come in. I said, no. It won't happen. If you don't do it for this boy, I resign. Because he's a talent. He is somebody who's come to hold our drive time so well. When Billy Ocean had gone, he partnered Flash to keep that going so well. Why? TV set. What is a TV set? Into someone to TV set now, and the Dosty, I'll resign. They didn't buy it. A month later, I resigned. As a matter of principle. Because this is a young boy who was carrying LPs and CD
you won't tell us the name of the gentleman.
No.
No. Okay, I'll ask you. You go.
This was a gentleman who had the experience, even though not in the front line, but had the experience. He's worked with Love and C, he's worked with Flash, he's worked with all the top DJs in Ashton Richard. Why are we not keeping him as a star? Why? Look at where Andy Dosty is now.
How does that make you feel?
He calls me Dad. Papa. He calls me Papa. That's what he said. And that's enough for me.
Okay, so you resigned from Otec FM.
Yes.
And went where?
To Peace FM.
As the... Okay, and also, were you pulled? Peace, no. You were not pulled.
No. Interesting. Father, listen to y'all. Now, so when you say, Kwame. Well, that wasn't even why. But we were friends as family.
Okay.
Maybe it's Adam for power and bro say.
Okay.
Well, that's how we called it. Until the Bay Mama and I'm friend director. But I'm friend bro say. It be with Fiana. Or by. Sometimes not what taught me S class no for four. The bro say if you had oh penny why we ain't never show me a magic crafty would do. Now what do you had it? As a matter, Fanny Mabba Simi and Koname Koyajmo, Kamam Nijadi or Churchill.
Before, no, after you had left,
after I had left, I'd left to take it for nothing you feel. I'm saying, what's all the but all the a near my age, man. That's what I say. And no 2 card tickets near Mupuba.
I don't go and cry.
I didn't go.
This was 2001.
Into me quiet at that time, na Sefakai called US for 6 months.
Okay.
So we needed somebody to sit in to help with that.
Okay, that's Sefakai a year morning show.
So from Nanohin to Sefakai.
Okay.
And Sefa was in the States for 6 months.
Okay.
And I stood in. So when he came in, they said no. Yen and split it. So I was doing Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay.
And Kwame was doing Mondays, Tuesdays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Okay.
But consistency and program we decided to say, Yema Kwame and continue
with the morning show.
So I was shifted to Peace FM Online, and we started Peace FM, and myself, Mr. Wadia, Father Dixon, and all the team there. Okay. And we set up Peace FM. So I was the first editor of Peace FM Online.
Okay.
There. And they made me the deputy to Ibami Fiakonedume, so rest in peace. As head of programs until I left. I left because I needed to further my education. Free peace.
To be a peace for how long?
Be a peace for another 3 years.
Okay.
In the story, no, but
and now by UK.
And I'm by UK. By UK, I worked with Hot FM, which is now Hot FM Online. It was a pirate radio station at that time, and thank God, and with all humility, I brought in a lot of changes into the radio in the UK, especially with breakfast show and all that. And you love it. In the studio, I was all by myself, producing, presenting, and doing marketing.
Hey, one person.
Yeah, Van Dyke could tell you. And I introduced the concepts of breakfast show, phoning people in Ghana, doing interviews to make sure that we're on top of news and the rest of it. And I had Ajoy Ebuaje, sweet sister, Dan Kwekuyeboa doing sports for me. At a point, I had Striker, your own Striker, doing sports for me. I have Acoustic, who has also helped me in the journey.
I remember when we were with Angel FM, no? Na anopano or we radio, so then they will speak to you on phone. Sometimes I get to speak to you too, and I think that whatever you were giving them in terms of stipends and our allowance was also good. Now they looked forward to it. But I remember
and those guys have been part of me even up to now.
Okay, that's nice.
Acoustic radio. Me friend Acoustic. My friend Quanti. And I'm happy where he is now. I'm happy where Striker is. Dan Kwekuyeboa is on top there. Who else? So many other people. But Nina no me kashe nyame no nyam say kakra na metimi aye aboa. Ama industry na konenimu where we will keep standards. That was all my motive.
Journalism.
There is this concept in journalism, and it's like a pyramid. There are very few people at the top who are extremely well-to-do. There's a host of others in the middle. And there is a lot on the bottom who are not well-paid at all. I would say I am not at the top, I am not at the bottom.
So you are,
but I am happy
in the middle
with the experience. Because the Chrome and I, in the UK, for instance, in the Ghanaian community, have sacrificed to get to where it is.
Okay.
Because the Ghanaian businesses in the UK are just big enough to pay us that much. Because a whole month, not program no revenue, then drew £1,000. But it has to run. You buying your call credit, you supporting the people who are producing the news there for you. There's one person I forgot, Kwekwe to on Rainbow Radio. He's also another very good guy that has helped me. There's this person who more or less is my PA, and she's still my PA, Philomena Kuntu Blankson. Say a call loyalty is her middle name. She's been with me even up until now that I'm not in the radio industry anymore. But men kind of say I've sacrificed to set the standard so people will follow. So if people start getting money from it now, I'll praise God for it because they deserve it. Somebody had to sacrifice to get people.
But you're also into events management, coordination, promotion, and other things. How is that going?
Yamiadum is going fine. Now I do consultancy for content, media build where we build stations, we put things together for people to work with. I'm proud to say Yamiadum. In fact, with the exception of about 2 or 3 programs in the Kosovo UK annually, many involved. IMC parties, traditional weddings, wedding receptions, conferences, which is the formal events and all that. That's what I do now. I'm off radio for good reasons. And Nyame Aduma, Bia, we will produce content to start the revolution I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Because Nyame no crazy. And go for no say industry. I say with a lot
here,
of
Ghana,
the Ghanaian radio industry, they are saying sensationalism, not also. And people don't do that ethically. And that is the problem. That is a big problem. I always have this conversation with my brother Kwame Safakai, and sometimes on the side we lament some of these things. He's doing his best to keep the flag up there. Kwame Dinkra is doing his best to keep it up there. Yourself, Abrajima, and all that, you are behind and pushing us to do the right things, but
over Ghana.
Oh,
do you have plans to say?
Yeah, they say, boys, no, boys, and then you'll be Minganzo muscle majibo. I'll retire and come and stay in Ghana, but not back on radio, because now I'd rather stay behind and guide people rather than be in the forefront, because I'm visual.
Say be a hosty cry, obey content provider. Oh,
I still do that. I still do that. I do consultancy and charge people for content. Yes, but some of the
about Ghana be politics,
party politics. I don't have the heart for it. Okay. I don't have the heart for it. I will be the enemy of everybody if I do party politics, because
me
now me can say I help people. Could you now with Kesben TV? Preko is one of the guys who was with me. Who
solid guy.
Yeah, very solid guy. He consults me a lot. We discuss a lot, and I doff my hat for him. Jericha Chomodi, Mami Biamakwafo, Nanaya Kunedu, and all those people. We speak behind the scenes, and we discuss things that could be done.
They are all doing so well.
I thank God for them. Nanaya Kunedu cried, yeah, do you have to say, no, Africa, I don't know. See. Friend boss and move. But we want to be where we can push things and get people to do it right. And to be fair, this is the first time I'm having a discussion like that. I have never had it. I don't do it because it's good to have a feather in your cup, but I don't want to be blowing that trumpet as if you say, oh, now my be say no, I don't like that.
Okay, but sometimes it's also to inspire Nkrofo. Obi or her, there are people, talents around him, where you know you'll be a bear the Juma no ko. We have these conversations so that people would be inspired, people will learn, people will be encouraged to give others Asetena. That's how I call it. Those people are they be our mobile basso because it be a posume so no. A because cow the man no. And so say dear na or sorry very cotton
No, I didn't know that.
No, I'm saying say
the
opportunities you gave them. Asetena. And that is what I do Asetena. So yeah, having conversations, yeah, didn't come. Ama Nkrofo asua bibi omo Nkrofo Asetena pa no ye bo omo abaso na omo Nkrofo so ama omo Asetena pa for instance obi ebi a ohun wo ma opportunity Patrick a Japan ni say audi wo ho adanse e wo UCC
mighty
yes Kwaku can give him the opportunity. In a way, he gave you Asetena pa. And that is what we want to do. Not that Yeshada so being done. They say, but there's a Ghana and we could say, medium yes can you, medium was cat me. Say there and who's rose over blow drum today. But thank you for the opportunity. Say, okay, say it's your first time ever will be no better than say you are bravo. and common. It means that sebe in a way me some book akrama and
Nasa Akoto, a free pioneer ne Kumasi photo from TV near there. You've also played a part in my life, and
trusted party.
Oh, I always say friends are like diamonds; they're forever. My name Father Desson and then take a crown. He said something, and he has always been at the back of my mind to say, whenever you walk out of a door, don't slam it shut.
Okay.
Because you might walk back through it.
Okay.
What do I say?
Yeah.
Enti se wutra anyi yi na wokɔ sɛ wodin ɛwɔ baabi a ɛbɛma problem. Nyame adom metimi de me sɛ si me bo sɛ now when you go to Peace FM they use biometric keys to enter. But everybody will open the door for me.
Okay.
Nyɛ sɛ me sombo sin will be
but in case of the relationship
I didn't slam the door shut. So I can go in there. Sometimes we cry na say oh babaji attention, that kind of thing. Inti you have a bagana mitimi doji omo. Last December I said bagana. It's like I taste my bar because now we were not 80th birthday, I told him set my bar because but a whole lot of people didn't know I wasn't because I want them to enjoy where they are rather than me being there and somebody pointing at hey we're crying nah be yourself because that opportunity that was given you was for you not for me the mean me here and say yeah I'll thank you and that's all nice that's all I
is your family here?
Yes.
Okay. How many children?
I have 3 strong boys.
Wow, but yeah.
Oh, no.
So
maybe I'm drew. Say me was a here. This is Nana Kisi Betiti, because Nana Kisi is my right hand man now. That's my firstborn, and he is now the boys prefect of my kingdom.
Okay.
And see, some of the decisions, he's training to be a lawyer now. Some of the decisions I discuss with him, even including some of the things I do for myself. I ask him, buddy, what would you ever say? Nah, that, no, that's for this one. And so one text message you will send him here. Hey, buddy.
How old is he?
21.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't call me daddy straight. Hey, dad. Hey, buddy. You cool? Really? But no, that's the whole thing. I think sir. Well, Nyamecha Babaji. Fancy, but for me, I'm done.
Okay. Briefly before we leave, Abroche Asetena to sing. Especially Nancy, bare 2-3 years in me. And the public breed as a abegum, especially Ghana for the idea.
Abraham started, and that's in Betsnaha, which is about more than 2 decades ago. I said we will make UK the second capital of Ghana, outside of Ghana. Near matter said Ghana. Not set in the negative sense, but we have established ourselves so well here. Say, people have appreciated our culture. People have appreciated people as we are. Joe, Ghana form pass, and we're very hardworking. Organization I'm here say, and Ubo South Ghana, everybody, not yeah.
Because
we're very hardworking. There are situations where people, obviously, we're very hardworking. Say about Nyamson, say about social events, say about good day, about more fraternity, more any idea. We're very hardworking, and we feel say ye hwɛ nso so sɛ yɛbɛtumi ama yɛ nneɛma akɔ pɛpɛɛpɛ sɛ Ghanafoɔ yɛ asantene nti mamfa nyɛ mfatoho sɛ asantefoɔ yɛdi adɛ nana otumfoɔ bɛsra yɛn a yɛkɔsom no sɛnea masate sɛ mohia me wahu sɛ asante kɔtɔkɔbɔ me memfa nea akorɔkora ɛna other nationalities no nso akyi yɛn atom sɛ yɛyɛ friendly and brothers. Kusiada bia yɛwɔ East London, yɛwɔ baabi a yɛbɔbɔ ɛwɔ Beckton. Ne Nigeria for Congolese, yɛne Russians we grab a border every Sunday. We go to play football. And Oba ne the camaraderie, the friendliness and everything away and Temono. There's another group, I say from Telemo. Telemo for now they formed a nice group where organizing events, then they take people out so that we can ease the stress because it's all about work. Hey, and sometimes people work 12 hours on end. Until we need things to get ourselves established. Is it difficult here? Abrabo everywhere. So who feels abrabo emre we are now we something untoward. Abrabo nyemre anywhere. Sometimes in Ghana we think that it's a bit more relaxed. But here it is structured, it is more disciplined. And 1 year you lose.
If a young man or woman asks you, say, Opese Oba UK, what would be your advice?
And then I'll be, first of all, are you coming to school? Do you have a job? Do you have a family? And now say, oh, but then I won't be now 20 years away. And no, I wouldn't advise. But if you have a family and you want to settle with your family, family is everything. The British culture acknowledges that family is everything. The laws and everything acknowledges that family is everything. And that's if you are school. You are coming to enhance yourself. That's fine. Or there's a business opportunity. I will be explore. Yes, sɛ na meka yɛ na wobɛne nnam no ade 20 years a wode nyanya nkrata na 20 years now nso no yɛpam a wabɔka mu. But if you have a reason to be here, there's no way I would advise you to say don't come. The opportunities are here. Do it right. But if ɛnyɛ bibi na wona gyina so a but yɛntena fie.
Okay, Asetena pa with Akoto Mansa sunie na mene Mr. Daniel Kwaku Owusu Frimpong. Oye Advertisements penny pa, oye journalist, consultant, events promotion. As it is also Asantini by God's grace, by grace of God.
Yeah, na me can say we say na offering am say me ko kwase kwase ni pa.
What area was it?
We am say.
What now?
From my primary school, you kwan bia one nam kodi vacation.
Okay.
Inti minim do. Minim insuo ko. Minim kuma edidwa. Eja. Ma shibi di da. Ma ton pan no da.
I see. You any you trainee we ye.
Hey, I must say one. Teacher ni ba.
Enti Mr. Kwaku Owusu Frimpong and I'm in a tree and komoi. Na if you hire me if you hire a Nigerian movie, she said, oh, person will shape BBDR. In fact, I know almost one and come out to the man so say, Ghana actresses, artists, they have channels are almost local content, almost local stuff, tree, French. They don't even use mobile phone in almost any man movies now. Maybe if you have my vision, and let me be some almost no Kolafia. They want to train them the Ghanaian way. Almost her, and was so almost or mamma any amani etie bi. Who said ye near ma Asante Muli any at the end. I am so proud of kwasi answer kwat ne ne yere ekwe free
me da mo ase na me say you as to say one of the projects you registered a new organization ComLead, community leadership. That's what we know now. I did about quite a bit say Ghana Union will project be an or more try so much mano kasa, especially Ghana and I'm going to lead on that. It's a project that's coming, and soon I will let you know. We're going to lead on that. There's a documentary that's coming where
okay, that's fine. If you don't want to,
because if
you don't want to,
but apart from that, what we want to do, and I said, the opportunity to boldly communicate, properly communicate, and responsibly communicate.
That's important.
And as a projector, it will come up. You see a lot of that on YouTube and social media, where our young people will be leading out on those things.
This is a camera woman.
And then my training will be, and it's so many little things. But also not. This being the first time I'm doing this, I want to pay tribute to His Mercy of blessed memory. Pay tribute to Kwame, Brosay, Father Dixon, say Akesi, Kesbe, Kwabena Kesi, very good friend. Dr. Kwaku, offer me name, me penny. And to be fair, Monfan Chame, Dr. Mark Van Dyke, nipani people have meeting more dealing, but Obia what make impact on my life from where I decided to use my hobby as my main occupation. No, but I almost say, and I put back one did Jama Bruno, and I said, I'm just trying to look you in the face. Always have a backup plan. It has helped me, it has worked for me. I trained academically as an educational psychologist and as an economics for my first degree. I've done Master's International Project Management, Human Resource and IT. But until the past 7 years, it was my hobby that put food on my table, which is the media. And I took time to train on it. From GBC, I've had BBC training and certified. I have trained on the job as an apprentice and learned up to this point. There's no shortcut. The best I catch you always have 2 things minimum that you can rely on. If A doesn't work, your plan B will put food on your table until plan A comes back to work. It's helped me. My boys are using that. And I want you to use that as well. Always have a plan B. And I always say, build your ark and have a foundation.
Very important. This year, in fact, if you last year, I have been advising learn a skill. It will come handy. So saying for side hustle, the backup in a wow chain. You said that school it's very important. Yeah, that's a pa. Asetena about it Akoto Mansa. Yeah, free Rawford, London. Enna a buy, enne me producer, me camera woman, me niece. Nana Ekia Bakuma Ansri Elliot. Enna chichim cameras no edemame. Na a special thanks to me boss so. For making time to be on Asetena. I am so grateful. May that's a power for the opportunity. Anyone more or more ama me baby atna or more but I would want to say thank you to them. Anytime I am in London, be a fee. If you know me, and say minim sa nuane no begane vegetables ne sa na minimudi. me ba ha da bia bayere bode banku bibia available a metimi edi bi ma mani je to say ha it's like a second home to me and me da ansre kwaten ene ne yere tili ya mo a kwefie ne maame du fie me da omo nyina ase for all the support 80 keep subscribing to Asetena Power with Akoto Mansa and as se wo je ebre ehwe ye yankopon nhyira